You need to join the game if you're gonna do anything.
Yeah, I know, right? I just wanted to make sure the ad was done running first. We're going to go into Game 2 of the finals, ladies and gentlemen. And we will... this is potentially the last game of the night, guys. It's a best-of-3 series. And... yeah. Best-of-3 series, going into Game 2. What ad, Razor? Well, funny you say that, because... I'm talking about this ad right here.
The game.
For Cooler Master. I'll be there in a second. I gotta plug the thing, man. Cooler Master, one of the awesome sponsors of this tournament here. Them, along with LoLPro, putting on the show for us today, and also back in June as well. And I like these guys because their website's great. You don't have to click through a bunch of little tabs and stuff at the top. It's all little drop-down menus from the front page, and it's all mouse overs. Let's look at that. Look how easy this is to navigate this. You go through all of this stuff here on the front page, find out whatever you want. These guys do cases, they do power supplies, they do cooling, and mice, keyboards, headsets. You can find all of that stuff here as well. And guys, keyboards. Like, Cooler Master makes an awesome keyboard. The CM Storm Quickfire XT, it's the keyboard that I use. I really like it. I got mine when I bought it. I got the blue switches in it. Nice. I like the little bit more clicky noise from those ones for some reason. But, you know, they also have them in red switches, browns, and greens as well, if you want to pick those up. And you can also get mice as well. Hell, you can even get a bundle that comes with a mouse, man. You get the whole bundle there. And we have Thanksgiving coming up. We have Christmas, New Year's. Maybe somebody has a birthday. Maybe you just want to get someone a nice gift, give them a nice mechanical keyboard. And Cooler Master is the place to go. So when you do holiday shopping this year, coolermaster-usa.com. That's one of the places you should check. And looking to get into some of these guys' products. I use a Cooler Master case, heatsink, a couple of my fans, and keyboard. So feel free to support these guys. These guys support us. They support the game mode that we play. So why not stop on over there when you're doing your Christmas shopping? I'm going to drop into this next game lobby here. Ta-da! And yeah, see Crestfallen Zebra in there. He's got a Cooler Master keyboard. It's good stuff.
I like how you're holding the stream hostage for adverts now. It's like you can't
Well,
go until I
the
join.
last time I tried to do it, the players like went halfway through the pick phase while I was doing that, and then why? Like, I can't talk about the picks when you do all of the bans, skip me, and then go halfway through the. I'm like, I want to talk a little bit, you know. But hey, I mean, these guys, like, we have a whole show. You know, that we do, and we get Dominion on all the time. Cooler Master, you know, they deserve their little time in the sunlight, moonlight, fluorescent light, light bulb light. I just think they make good stuff. I like them.
Game number 2 will be coming your way, all sponsored by those wonderful people that Gandair so fervently thanks. I'm gonna give a quick shout out to Tyler Assil though.
Oh yeah,
that,
man.
Basically organizes like all of this, gets us in on this, gets the whole LoLPro community in on it, so it's a big shout out to him.
Yeah, Azel is awesome. He when he went to do the Dominion stuff in the first place, he went straight to the DD chat channel, got involved with all the guys in the Dominion community, and he just went and communicated with us and then helped put everything together. It was great. He did the research, made it awesome. This is LoLPro Dominion Showdown number 2. The first one was back in June. We're glad to be able to do it again. Clueless, your returning champions, are in this game, currently up 1-0 in this series. Are they going to take home a second LoLPro Dominion Showdown title? Could they be two-time winners? Can they be back-to-back winners? Or is someone else going to take that top slot? The other team bought Fancy's mom a PS3. Was originally formed out of a Challenger 3s team that started playing some competitive Dominion. I don't know, Crestfallen Zebra. Crestfallen Zebra, you'd have to ask Azel about that. But a good way to get more of these Dominion Showdowns put together is, support the people that support us. Go to Cooler Master's site. Do a little bit of your Christmas shopping there for people. Go to LoLPro.com. Use that when you need a guide or when you want to start a new champion. Show the people that run this that you appreciate them, and they'll keep putting on shows for us. But we have to show that we are going to support them, that we're going to work together. Yeah, you have a Cooler Master keyboard. Do your friends have one?
I have a Razer, so...
Christmas is coming up, man.
I am a Razor guy, unfortunately for everyone else, but that's why you hear all my typing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of good keyboard manufacturers there, but Cooler Master puts on Dominion. Razor doesn't.
True enough.
Come on,
Gotta give him
FourCourt.
props. I keep bothering Razor, like, let's do a Dominion tournament. I'm like, nah. So, yeah, Cooler Master, I bid you a tip of my hat. But that being said, we have a game 2.
What were the bonus bands?
The bonus bands. There you go. You figured out a great name for it.
Yeah, let's call it that.
Sona, Urgot, Teemo, Kayle.
Sona, Urgot, Teemo, Kayle?
Yep.
Well, we'll need to
And-
change out one of those. It's almost the same from
Yeah,
last
I mean,
game.
we're probably going to see very close to the same. I'm just getting them down here in my notepad. No Nidalee ban this time. No, never mind, it's right there. So Nidalee the same, Kassadin the same. There's no Talon this time, so we might see a Talon on the board. Kha'Zix the same, Annie the same, Wukong the same, Teemo, Brand, Kayle, Urgot. So the only difference this time is we swapped out Talon for Sona, and there's Talon. Amazing things happen like that. Zounds is going to pick up that Leona. We've seen some this surge out of nowhere of Leona picks over the last few games, and Zyra, of course, sneaking through the bans. We could potentially see a Janna to go with it though, because Sona is banned.
And a little bit of a... Well, man, we got Zyra again. Zyra has been picked so often, and for
It's
those of you guys-
100% pick ban.
Yeah, Zyra. That area control is so powerful, along with her damage. Amazing champion. I think she's worth spending a ban on. I would rather deal with a Jayce. I would rather deal with a Kha'Zix. I can kill a Kha'Zix. I can't get to a Zyra half the time. Cooler Master's website, again, for anyone that was wondering, coolermaster-usa.com.
I can confirm. Or nope. There's one game that she was not.
There we
picked
go.
One
Gun
game.
Lions got the link there in the
Cox
chat.
versus Rude Lords was the only game that we did not have a pick or ban from Zyra.
Man, yeah, Zyra's really
But
popular.
we also had a Mordekaiser ban that game, so it's hard to take it seriously.
Yeah. We're seeing Leona and Talon once again. Leona, great crowd control, very high survivability because of Eclipse. Build her with health and CDR, and she just lives for days. Good chase as well. Swordless Flare. There's almost nothing bad about Leona. Maybe she's a little slow.
Took a while to get
Her
to her,
damage
though.
is a
I
little
mean,
bit low.
Took her all the way here to the last 2 sets of games in our tournament to actually see her. But at the same time, same can be said for Jayce. Same can be said for Sivir.
Mm-hmm.
Vayne.
Seeing Talon as well. You want to know a great play, guys, with Talon? Walk right up to the edge of the Fog of War, then hit your stealth. And then you just pop up out of nowhere in front of someone, and then you hit Cutthroat, and you cover so much more distance that way in the blink of an eye from your opponent's point of view. And then usually you kill them, because all of a sudden there's Talon, and they're dead.
So once again, a lot of physical
stuff.
damage coming the way of Fancy's mom. We got Carnival picking up the Talon, and Alaric picking up Darius. Now, we've seen Darius go...
Ooh,
a
man, we might
TP
see
variant.
some Sifu Jayce this game.
Oh, man, how did Jayce get through those bans? Sifu Jayce, good game. My goodness. But a tanky Darius that relies on his ultimate for team fights. You know, the up and down, the space jam, the slam and jam, I think, is what Rivington calls it.
Mm-hmm.
Could be seeing that. But who was Alaric going to play? I mean, we didn't have a Lulu ban, right? Could be Lulu, could be Janna, or she might take Orianna.
Hmm.
I think Orianna's going to be Die now. Heimer! No, you're trolling me.
I don't think Heimer plays that.
You mean Die now? You don't think
Yeah,
Die now plays
I don't
Heimer?
think Heimer plays Dynov.
Got it. No. It's either going to be Orianna or something bottom. Could be Lissandra.
There's a running gag that Sauron is a champion because
Yeah.
me and a
I
different
remember
caster
that.
have both accidentally called Sauron a champion.
I remember that. Yeah.
And I wonder who they're going to lock it in. I mean, IV+Fizz, yeah, that's a thing that
Standard.
happens. You know,
Yeah,
he does
standard.
he does Fizz, does Nocturne, does some other stuff as well.
You never ban those out. I mean, we've had a few of his bans, but I don't think they've actually worked out.
Mm-hmm.
It's very dangerous.
BB on that Victorious Elise again.
It's dangerous to differentiate your bans because then somebody that you don't want to play against gets through if you go for a target ban. The only real difference there is kind of Lulu against Supportal. I mean, you have to. There's no other option. Lissandra. That's our first Lissandra in our casted series. But it's not going to be Dinah. Wow, this is the first time I think we've seen an offensive caster on a Lyric.
Lissandra is a character we see occasionally. I wouldn't say there's anyone that runs her on the real regular in competition. But she does a lot of damage, stun, snare, brings good crowd control to the table. She can be highly mobile, but sometimes she just dies. She's really fragile. I mean, you have to be able to execute. If you can execute with her, she's a walking disaster for the other team. If you don't hit your Path of Frost, I believe it's called, then if you don't get that teleport off correctly, then oops. Like if you get silenced, oh man, silence is her worst enemy. You get silenced and then you can't hit your teleport out. It's rough. My favorite Dominion champs, asks a person in the chat.
Spectator delay. So this is going to be our locked-in roster.
Yeah.
Everyone is playing. Everyone. Buddha Rice going back from the ranged AD to Talon, so a bit more physical. And we have actually split up the Jarvan Leona combo. It was really a lot to deal with last round. So don't really see as much control in terms of that kind of combo. But if you look at Half-Hearted, Brown Bruiser, Bebe Pop, that by itself is a good number of stuns, interrupts, that kind of knock-ups, airborns as you call them. And that will allow Sifu, Calvin, and Wolf just to kind of rip into people. But Bebe Pop, we've seen Bebe Pop a few times on Elise, and it's very controlling with this kind of setup, but man, does she just go all out AEP and just decimate people's hit points.
Yeah, I saw him catch an Ezreal earlier this tournament in the middle of the map, and he just stopped. That was it. He was trying to get the Storm Shield and then gone. Looking at
That's the power.
I'm happy to see an Orianna. Again, Orianna's an awesome character.
We had one before.
Yeah,
we had a ban before as well. Orianna was banned out in Sofanda Cox versus Amputees in game 1 and then picked in game 2. And then again, Clueless versus Fancy's mom. There's an Orianna in that. Duh, because that's this.
Mm-hmm.
So we've only had one ban, one pick, and this is kind of like the second coming of Orianna.
And
I know Matt is not very high tech.
I'm trying to figure. So I think Dynov is gonna bottom Darius. I don't know how well that matches up against Fizz, but I mean he picked it into that, so
True damage.
You know, that'll be fine.
True damage and bleeds.
It's just Fizz's ability to pull out. I mean, he can just
really. You just say that.
Pull out? Yeah, he can pull. He can pull for Trickster. That's not even a phrase. He can playful Trickster out with the troll pull and escape from. I don't know if that's more than his apprehend range or not, though.
The chat heard what I heard. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, I mean, with the playful Trickster, he can potentially avoid damage, but what you really want to be avoiding is the guillotine, and it might be a little hard to do that. Maybe. Now, in terms of the control coming in the way of Fancy's mom, like they got the Leona, so they got the Zenith Blade, the Shield Bash, the Solar Flare. They also have the Command Shockwave for nice grouping, but they don't really have like a huge AOE to go with that. Like they got Rakes and they got Alaric.
The Solar Flare and Lissandra's ultimate are actually good for that.
Yeah.
I mean, you pull him in, you stun him, then you lock him in that dot ult from Liss. That's solid.
There's no kind of like AoE ult to kind of finish that off. You got Rakes, you got the Axe Handle coming out from Darius, so his spin. Past that, it's just AoE normal attacks. But either way, we'll see how this all goes. No Jarvan and Leona combo, but still a good amount of catch from both sides.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is game 2 of the finals. This is potentially the last game of the night, or it could go to a game 3 because this is a best-of-3 series. Clueless is your defending champion from the LoLPro Dominion Showdown #1. They are back in the finals once again. They are currently up 1-0 in this series, up against Bought Fancy's mom, a PS3, which was founded by some Challenger 3's players, and they came over and started playing Dominion, have been doing a rockin' job since they began. Clueless's team, we have Half-Hearted playing as Zyra, Brown Bruiser playing as Jarvan the Fourth, BB Pop playing as Elise, Sifu Calvin playing as Jayce, and Wolfer playing as Fizz. On Bot Fancy's Mom PS3's team, we have Zounds playing as Leona, Carnival playing as Orianna, Buddha Rice as Talon, Alaric Ventress as Lissandra, and Dynov playing as Darius. I am one half of your commentators for this Game 2 of the series. I am Gandair, and casting with me is...
the Jester of the Four Courts, and we have done sets of 4 in these last 2 days. We did 4 sets yesterday, and this is our game number 2 of our 4th set of best of 3 today for Dominion. So a lot of Dominion action going back and forth.
And as soon as we load into this game, we can start speculating on items and builds and other things. But in case it's my last plug, I want to say thank you to LoLPro.com for being an awesome guide site and helping to put this together. I want to thank Cooler Master for making great hardware and also being a sponsor of this event. I want to thank Curse. I want to thank LOL Nexus. I want to thank Asil. Azel. It's Azel. I know better. I want to thank Azel. And everybody else in the Dominion community that came out to play, especially the players that don't typically play on weekends because they don't have them off work. Some of you guys took off work to come out and compete. That's real nice of you. You guys hanging out in the chat, helping out. Really cool to see you all out here. It was very nice to do this show for you. And it's been pretty cool. Now that some of the items are bought, we have boots, prospectors items. Everything looks pretty standard. Doran's shield. And crystal opening for Leona. It's also something that we see a lot.
Yep, pretty standard there.
Nothing out of the ordinary here.
Now, last time we saw... well, Leona was last game, but before that, in the 3rd and 4th, in the bronze match, we actually had a Sheen right out the bat for Leona. But does not seem to be the case this time. Kind of a bit more trolly. Get a Sheen right out the bat. You kind of need the boots if you want to get anywhere fast. And after that, you know, the prospector items just give so much in terms of a level 1 advantage, or in this case level 3. It's like, you know, Dorans of old before they got nerfed into the ground.
We're hitting up a little bit of a pause here. I wonder if anyone's having any computer connection stuff. Maybe somebody's getting Comcasted. Who knows?
I just hear brown legging. That's all I got.
No.
That's all I got. Now you see here is when I would notice if we had utility specs. And I'm pretty sure I never saw a biscuit yesterday.
I feel like there was one at one point.
We saw Zyra with utility spec with Talith PA going utility spec both times on both of his matches. At least in the bronze. You know, that 20% cooldown, 20% cooldown Riven, 20% on the Veigar. And I saw biscuits then. Don't see any biscuits now, and I'm going to stick to my guns. I don't think I saw one yesterday.
Yeah, as soon as the game gets unpaused, we'll bring it to you. I'm actually glad they got it to. I'm glad if there was connection issues, it happened at the best time of the game. Not going to interrupt anything else later on.
3 of the 5 here from Clueless have penetration off the bat. 2 of them don't. Sifu Calvin has. It's under the numbers. That's why. So we got 23 and 24 for both Brown Bruiser, Sifu Calvin. I don't think we're going to see Bruiser going to tank. I think he's just going to go straight damage. That's what we saw last round.
Fight J4, pretty dangerous.
It's like fight Crank.
I'm really going to be excited to see one more blat this tournament, maybe.
What was last round? Last round he was Trinity Force, Yomu's. He had, and then the Prospector's boots. Pretty sure that's what he ended off with. I mean, there's no tankiness in that. So Leona has 8% Magic Pen. Carnival 8% on top of that. 23 in the 8 for Buddha Rice. Not really that much of a surprise. Alaric at the 8% on the Lissandra. Darius with a little less. Looks like 10? 10 or 16. And then 13%? Hard to tell with this pause timer. Either way, you can kind of get a gist of the idea. Everyone likes penetration.
Oh, hey. Yeah, pen is great. You get that double and triple penetration going. It's good stuff.
10 and 13% in Darius. Yeah.
Really jacks up your damage.
Well, if you're doing true, why not? Wolfer's ready to go on the bottom. Jarvan still figuring it all out.
I just clicked the button, guys.
You really don't need to hide the level 1.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right.
Carnival has the Clairvoyance, so again, the return of the Clairvoyance. We have, the typical 10 revives, some ignites, some exhaust. No flash. Don't see a flash this time. But yeah, the Clairvoyance, I'm pretty sure, teams know what they're going to get.
FourCourt, if you have doomed us into seeing the yellow timer,
why?
that'd be very sad.
How would I have doomed you?
Because you're the one that brought it up.
Not this game.
Oh, it's Sifu having a connection issue, it looks like.
He's blaming Comcast. It's a good thing to blame.
Well, Frognet, they already know who's bottom lane.
Yeah,
Wolfer
these
and
teams
Dynav.
know
These
each
guys,
other.
yeah, these guys play against each other all the time. It's not any secret that Wolfer is going to bot. Or that
I think
Dynav's
these are
gonna
all
bot.
Dominate Dominion personalities.
Yeah. Every single one of these guys has played.
Yeah.
The
There's no
newest,
surprise.
the newest players out of this whole bunch are Zounds and Alaric Ventress. Everyone else goes back pretty far. The oldest members of these teams are Half-Hearted, Sifu, Brown Bruiser, Buddha Rice, Dynav. I know Carvel and Wolfer are from somewhere in the middle.
I know Half-Hearted and Sifu, but past that, I know that they're like the olders, but past that I wouldn't be able to kind of put them in a chart.
Yep. Yeah, Sifu was the
Maybe
captain.
Zounds.
Sifu
Zounds
was the
rings a
captain
bell.
for Cheese Enema. And
Oh man, I remember them.
remember us not knowing what kind of cheese it was for like 7 weeks, 8 weeks?
Nacho cheese? Marble cheese?
It's pepper
What
jack.
cheese? Yeah, I think we settled on pepper jack.
No, they told us it was pepper jack when we were in the lobby one time.
Ah, that's why.
Yep. And
Man, that
hey,
goes
Sifu's
back many
back.
months.
Yeah, Half-Hearted used to play for Death to Llamas, and then started playing for Payzevil and Child Support after that. And Carnival also played for Payzevil and Child Support at one point.
Payzevil
Sifu,
and
Brown
Child
Bruiser.
Support, they have the record, right? 17 weeks in a row at the top?
Yeah. Payzevil and Child Support has the longest running streak of victories with 17 weeks consecutive. Followed by Followed by Point Defense, who has 11, and then Blind Pick Banditos had, I want to say it was 7, 6, 7, 8, one of those numbers, and then there was One-Eyed Wunderwiesels, who had 4.
Don't recognize the one-eyed Wunderwiesels.
They were before both of us, man. That was NESL Conflict on the Crystal Scar.
Yeah, before they shut down their division. Yeah.
Very, very old school.
Who covered that? I don't think we covered that.
No,
I definitely didn't. I don't think you were there either.
NESL, they had Tasnix, Terrorizing, some other people I can't
don't
remember.
Do it anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, up here to the windmill. Both teams just making their way there. Talon is going to actually grab a little bit of damage there on top of Brown Bruiser. Not who he wanted to find for his first target, but Bruiser did get the worst end of that trade, and a little bit of a poke war going back. Jayce and Elise, they should be able to win that out, especially without Brown Bruiser there. Man, is Buddha actually going to drop to this? That's an exhaust!
Yes, he is going to go down. BB had to come over and clean him up. Otherwise, Talon would have straight up won that, even with the exhaust. That's pretty good. The 2 interrupts up at the top with the Shock Blast and Zyra's passive as well. BB good stun on Carnival. I don't know if it's going to be able to delay long enough. J4 back on his way, along with Buddha Rice. Are they going to go for round 2?
They are. Go straight back at it. Sifu Calvin's there, though. Here comes Half-Hearted as well. And that's going to be it for Bebe. Well, maybe not. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it for Bebe.
And Buddha Rice exhausted now and limits damage output for a few seconds. And, oh man, is he going to pick up a kill against Sifu here? You know, Darius is going to get that one. Is Dynav going to go for 3? Dynav with the triple.
Whoa. Dynav is not bottom. What?
They moved Alaric down there, I guess.
Just noticed.
That's a little unusual.
Noticed. Yeah. All right, well, there goes Zounds. I mean, he's just going to revive, come right back up here. Great shot.
Nice combo from Sifu and BB Pop.
Dynav's going to drop, but he has that revive, so he's just going to pop it immediately. Or he's going to give it up.
Oh, blind Shock Blast. I mean, he kind of knew where he was going.
Wolf! Oh, man. Wolf is not winning that bottom.
Oh, he missed with the ultimate down there too, or he might have been able to follow up and kill Alaric.
Zounds is still trying to be a pest here. I'm not sure it's going to be a successful pest, but the cap is still neutral.
Pretty long neutral so far this game. Carnival is tagged for some damage. BB Pop follows it up, helps take him down.
Fizz, hopefully casters didn't see that.
Uh-oh, Wolferer. Somebody make a gif of that. And just caption it, hope casters didn't see that. And just have it repeat the fail fish over and over and over.
For real. Alright, so top point is eventually going to go the way of Clueless. They are up 1-0 in this game series, so hey, off to a good start for game number 2. Alaric is going to get a little bit of company down here. Buddha Rice is going to try to take down Wolf. It's going to take a little bit of time. There you go, with that playful trickster. Nice dodge out. Not able to get the equalizer, though.
BB coming down to defend this point. And Alaric is going to start the channel out. Looks like they're going to dive through to interrupt it. Yeah, Wolfer's presence is going to scare him back a little bit. Oh, he's got a playful trickster on. Dodges the snare. And Alaric Venture's able to escape.
Yeah, half-hearted playing havoc over here by the drill. Buddha Rice is just going to come back, though. That's going to be a Zyra Strangle Thorns that I don't think actually hit anyone, but believe it or not, it takes down Talon.
And the drill now being like heavily encroached upon by Clueless.
Yeah, it's because we got 2 in the bottom. It's because Baby Pop is down there with Wolf. So, actually, no, that's not even true at all. Man, we're just losing face here.
Yeah, man, these guys are just keeping us rolling. It's like, we're getting outplayed. Sifu Calvin going to be picked off by Dynov. Good apprehend. Brown Bruiser recalling on the speed shrine, so there's a little bit of an extra speed boost on the way out.
There we go. Alaric gets the kill bot.
Yeah, Alaric is going to pick up the kill, but he can't really make a push on it because of Jarvan's presence there.
Yeah, Jarvan
is going to take the drill back. And we have Dynov heading up to the top part of the map.
I have no idea how we got a 4-cap situation this early, but that put him in a 60-point lead. Buddha Rice has to deal with Baby Pop. That's going to be up, and not going to be
down into the bush.
Yeah, but 3-on-1 situation.
All it's going to do is earn him a free trip back to Summoner platform.
That was totally a kill on top of Buddha Rice, too. Like, he had that, but teamwork OP.
And Zounds going to go for a recall. No, you're not. Half-Hearted sees what you're up to, Zounds.
They're just playing footsies. I mean, Half-Hearted is just being a thorn. That's what Zyras like to do.
Yeah.
Low hit points on both Buddha as well as Zounds. Jayce might try to go for the kill, but if he comes down here to die now, that was the Carnival ult now. They don't have to worry about that. Could be a potential triple, but they get out.
And no one up at top. They're going to be pretty free and clear to go there and pick that up.
Yeah. Should be the point. Wolf! Wolf! He finds Alaric! He actually got spotted out really early.
Okay.
But that was a Lissandra claw, and Wolf cannot grab the kill. Unfortunately, he's going to find Buddha Rice now, though.
Top part of the map, seeing some pings going down up there, and almost, just barely not able to get the neutral. Sounds was almost arranged to drop a solar flare.
Wolf lived due to a level up mid-rake, but he eventually does go down because of the slowing portion of it.
And BB now chasing down after Zounds. There's going to be that, wow, just double airborne. Keep her going. 4v3 in that area of the map.
There is 4 top, and there's 1 dead. So everyone from Clueless is on the windmill. That leaves Lissandra free party to grab that quest in the bottom, and they will secure it. So Fancy's mom gets the 3 cap on that bottom left point. Thank you, Alaric, and they also get the quest. That actually almost equalizes out the health the next side.
Creeps down the bottom, are able to pick up a neutral against it. Stops the clock, 387, 379. Briefly here. Alaric being chased after by BB Pop.
Yeah,
that stun, that's going to...
Yep. Ult comes out at the end.
Yeah, I mean, ult used, but I mean, it'll be back.
Lissandra gets a Wooglets right off the bat. Jarvan has himself the Youmu's already. That's the first Youmu's in the game. But he is sitting... He has a pretty decent... I would have liked to say he has a decent score. He's 1-2-6. It's 6-2-3 for the Elise, though. Right now, Bebe is just doing havoc with these kills.
And Buddha Rice retreating. They have the windmill buff, the bonus damage, actually just expired, it looks like. And they really weren't able to make a play off of that. Even though they had secured the quest objective, they couldn't get anywhere to actually put that to use. And the Shadow Assault forced out of Talon. Zounds, oh dear. Zounds singled out and being able to get taken down. Buddha Rice does not... Oh, man! that chum the waters on Wolfer. And you see that Wolfer goes up, contributes to the fight, hits the recall on the speed shrine. He'll be back down to the bottom in time to stop Lissandra from capturing that. And he was still able to throw down an airborne for his allies up top. Really good play from Wolfer.
The double went the way of Calvin, as delayed as it was, and they were able to clean up the rest of the kills. So Clueless is going to get that windmill back, but Wolf was not able to stop the neutralization. He was able to stop the cap. Baby Pop is going to be down here now as well. Good dodge out from Wolf. Does he have a chum? No, it's not going to be up yet. That would be pretty OP if it was, but yeah, they will be able to defend the point. The problem is it's the windmill pressure is going to be pretty massive, especially if you catch Half-Hearted out there with that solar flare.
And up at the top point, Zyra not able to reach anyone to interrupt. They had this point, but they just weren't really able to defend it, unfortunately. That neutral bottom kind of hurt, but it wasn't a full cap. You know, Wolfer got down there, was able to stop things from going any further. He missed a couple of minions with the Playful Trickster, unfortunately.
Wolf also went for Walkabout. He was just leading Lissandra away. So Alaric went on a bit of a chase. Wasn't able to put up enough pressure for the minions to actually cap out or neutralize bottom left. But yeah, Wolf is just able to recall. He comes on back, and that leads us to the jungle.
And Buddha Rice chasing after BB Pop. Is he going to be able to connect? Wants to get... Oh, the apprehend! I think that's going to do it for him. They're going to get the shutdown on Elise there.
Dino didn't have guillotine, but I don't think he would have used it regardless. Buddha does find Brown Bruiser. Flag and Drake going up. Buddha just cannot deal with this Jarvan.
And Wolfer trying to kill Alaric Ventress, but there's the Wooglets. And if Alaric has to... Oh, throws the ult down. Wolfer starts to try to turn that around. Gets onto the tower where Wolfer really can't chase.
Well, Wolf didn't have the cooldowns for another Urchin.
They ran out of mana.
Ah, okay. That would have been it then. But still, that means the pressure is still going to go the way against Fancy's mom in the bottom right. But yeah, Wolf is not going to push his luck. He goes back, shopping spree, gets some items. He has a BFT now.
And Zoun's on his way up. Zounds can pull off a pretty good defense with a Leona if he's able to get on the point, which is zoned out by Zyra. Not really going to happen. Point does get neutral. Zoun's low on health. And Buddha Rice is dead. But 4 people at low health, this could be Darius's dream. Nope.
Dino.
He gets picked off, unfortunately.
More like the nightmare, not the dream.
But Darius saw an opportunity to live the dream, but...
Well, remember how Zounds lost 3/4 of his hit points before he even got to the point? He's still alive. You know, he's still alive. Half-Hearted is trying
wants
to
get
in
range to stop that, neutral it, but unfortunately he can't.
No. And Wolf and Lissandra just kind of doing footsies in the bottom. So, once again, this top windmill, the corpses are piling up around it. It's a very contested point.
And Carnival being chased away by that little Zyra plant. Doesn't want to take that damage. Circles around the opposite direction. Jayce going.
Buddha, Buddha, Buddha. Nope, they're not going to find Wolf. He actually recalls just in time. Brown Bruiser is often there in the jungle looking for some prey. It is going to be a 4-on-2 situation. Does throw it down on top of Dino. Doesn't have any way to get out of that Cataclysm. In comes Elise. That's going to be it. Sifu Calvin takes home the kill. 7-4 now on Jayce.
Moving up to the top part of the map. 4v2 here, but in the bottom it was a 2v1. Wolfer went down.
That cocoon led right into Orianna's death. Really well played. And the Thorns, Half-Hearted couldn't get the cap.
Yeah, it was led perfectly, but it just didn't have the range that it needed to actually connect with Leo.
Couldn't get the...
Alaric Ventress down the bottom doesn't have his ult available. Neither does Fizz.
The Grasping Roots. Man.
Yeah, that ability. Shock Blast doesn't
ready for dinner. So ready. All right, 311, 250. Zounds leading the charge. Has himself that little extra shield, but does not find anyone to connect with the Zenith Blade. A little bit of duel on the tower as well. Wolf looking for the kill on top of Alaric. Doesn't quite get it because he needs that point back.
It's okay. Wolfer has backup and...
Oh, there's Brown. Yeah.
Oh, man, that graphic has it under control.
The last Dragon Strike was able to connect. So he takes home the kill on Lissandra. That means their point is going to go back to the way of Clueless. But Clueless has to deal with a 3-on-4 top. And I don't think they have the damage to take home all the kills.
Sifu has plenty of health, but really doesn't have any mana to be able to contribute to these fights too much.
Zounds missed with the solar flare. They were able to clean up Bebe, but they missed with the solar flare. Larry comes back to the bottom. Again, the Wooglets goes out. Has to just use it for the Chum the Waters. But between the two of them, between Brown as well as Wolf, should be a kill. Throws up the ultimate just for the annoyance factor and loses the point.
Zounds is on his way here. Zounds can actually kill J4. Probably not Fizz, because Fizz can escape more easily.
Baby took home a kill on top of Talon. It is going to be the 2-on-2 down here because they killed Buddha Rice. Buddha Rice should get that kill on Brown. There's just nowhere to go. He's looking for the health relic. And, yeah, we'll drop to the rake. But lots of action up top.
Ooh, trying to go for the recall, not able to do so. Dynav is going to get swept up, so going to trade bottom for top. He's going to get this top tower back. And it's going to put them back in a 3-cap position. And Bot Fancy Small PS3's been doing a really solid job so far.
Yeah, they have the life lead, but that is slowly going to start draining away. Half-Hearted now playing defense. Should be able to put up something decent with the Grasping Roots, with the Weeds, as well as the Stranglethorns, but Buddha Rice does not want to deal with any of it.
Ooh, the Cocoon saving Half-Hearted there. Going to keep him back. Buddha Rice is going to be defeated. Sifu showing up, caught by the Solar Flare from Zounds, but Zounds by himself is getting beat up pretty badly.
Yeah, Wolf is actually up here in the fight. It's a 5-man roam in this top area. Looking for Carnival. It's not going to be enough for Jayce, but it should be the Dragon Strike auto attack. There we go. Jarvan takes it. And Lissandra back to the bottom. That was a pretty brutal 5-on-4.
Now up at the top, Dynav was almost able to pick up a kill against Fizz, but Fizz's Urchin Strike through him, gave him enough distance that he was able to escape after a Playful Trickster. He used his ult earlier, and he used his Playful Trickster while moving, so he had to wait a couple seconds before he could get out.
Wolf going to come back to Alaric in the bottom. Half-Hearted there as well as Brown. This is not going to be looking that great for Alaric. He gets the Flag and Drake, throws out the ult on top of Wolf, but not nearly enough. Playful Trickster even avoiding a few ticks of damage.
A very good intercept by Brown Bruiser's Jarvan. When Lissandra used her escape, he just was right there and able to pick it up.
Buddha has something to say about Brown Rice down here. Carnival as well. It's going to be the kill. Nice pickup from Buddha. Has to throw out, the entire combo, but it is a devastating combo.
Ooh, they're checking for Zounds. They managed to find him with the snare. And that is that Leandry's taking on him too.
Sifu with the blat blat. There's the trip.
Ooh, tagged him with the snare again. Zounds is not going to be able to get away, is he? Throws down the Solar Flare.
Solar Flare. They get the quest bottom. Wolf and gang was not able to defend that bottom. Leona's going to get out of that one.
The control of this bomb point. The bomb point is where they've been having trouble all game long. Lissandra versus Fizz, not been going so well. Cocoon lands on Buddha. They're going to pick him up for free. They push through Carnival. Sifu comes down, take him out. Double kill for Wolf versus Fizz.
That was both Blackfire Torches as well, both Elise and Fizz. So 4-4-4 for Fizz, believe it or not. And they're going to go straight here onto Zounds in this bottom right. This Graveyard should be a kill here for Calvin. Gets the Blats.
Yes.
Doesn't quite get the insta, but there he goes. The last auto attack. Alaric up top with Dynow. I mean, they're not looking that healthy, but they should be able to grab it. But here comes Elise.
Decides to take out Dynav. Uses the Volatile Spiraling to kill the minions, and Lissandra is able to escape.
Potential 4-cap situation incoming.
Oh dear, Dynav back with the revive. He's angry. He's killing minions.
Well, if you're dead and you revive, by default you should either be angry or salty.
Yep. Wolfer, what do you do? Wolfer. Don't get that apprehend. Wolfer.
170 each.
Blat incoming? No, not yet.
Basically, we're neck and neck for the race down to 0.
First one to the bottom wins. Wait.
No.
Okay.
Golf rules.
Not
Reverse
golf.
Nexus. Yeah.
Okay.
Zounds does draw 3 of them over to the drill. Now it's a little bit of time here for Dynow. Oh, Elise really regretting hitting that button. But she is going to drop. Here comes the rest of the team. Is this all 5? No, it's going to be a 4-on-3 because Baby Bob's out and Wolfer is bottom. Double kill goes to the way of Dynow. Gets the trip as well. That should be the top point.
And they were easily able to unseat them from the center of the map. Jarvan having recall is going to get up there along with Jayce. Sifu not going to be able to intercept that because of Zounds being stapled to him, although he's going to try to blat away Zounds here with Eclipse up, though. It's not going to take very much damage. Decides to recall just outside the fogs and get back with more health as quickly as possible. And there's the Yobu's dash through, hits Carnival with the Cataclysm.
Brown.
What are you doing,
It's going to be
Carnival?
such a delayed kill.
Oh, the shield kept him alive.
Man.
Had to wait on that shield cooldown.
Well, the important part is that they do got the 3 cap, so they are ticking away at the life. Again, it's basically back to parity. 146, closest game we've had to date. And at the 19-minute mark, it's getting to that time. I mean, our revives are going to be up for another spell, but 7-8 minute cooldowns. If we can end the game before that, this could be the last hurrah in terms of that. Dyna with that apprehend into the tower. Elise goes up with the apprehend, but Brown Bruiser in the back gets the double from Half-Hearted, the triple for Half-Hearted, and that should be a
quadra kill for Half-Hearted Zyra.
That was
excellent job. Yeah, 4-0 trade.
And 3 people
picked this
flashing.
Up for free. Everyone else is dead. These are the safest recalls that they can make.
Did Alaric really not die to the creeps right there? He threw out the Zonias, the Wooglets, and the creeps went right by him. Could have been an ace, baby! No, he's not gonna get it.
He checked those bushes. He had a feeling. So they swept that. They secured the top. Completely safe recall with everyone dead, so they get free healing. They're going to be able to take this Storm Shield, it looks like.
And the rush back to the mid, back up to the top. No Storm Shield going the way of Fancy's mom yet. But Dyna is going to find Sifu Calvin to apprehend. Will be the collapse. And I'm not sure they have the damage. No, they can't insta-give him. And he's just getting his licks in. 2 for 1. Double again going the way of Zyra. Buddha Rice just gets deleted in that Cataclysm. And Zounds, the last tanky member alive. Another 4 for 1. Not quite 4-0, but 4 for 1. And that's probably the drill.
Wolfer very, very helpful in that engagement, being able to come around the back for Buddha Rice, but they actually need to pull off the drill because Wolfer lost bottom while he went up there.
Alaric is bottom. I mean, like, he can't do anything here. With 0 revives on the table, they lose the drill. It's really only up to Alaric to get that point, but even then, it's going to be a 3-2.
And Zyra not landing the ultimate, unfortunately. Half-hard, you went quadra kill into not landing the ult, and I don't know how I feel about that. Dynov is not going to be able to escape that. Can't put down J4. We have Zounds and Buddha Rice still alive. And Buddha's going to jump straight through to Half-hard, take him out really quickly. Jayce get the bottom point back. Jarvan is leading people away from
top.
top.
They're going for a 5. They're going for a 5 cap.
Well,
is that going to be neutral?
Will get the neutral.
He gets it! 4-0!
Escapes through to Orianna, breaks through to that, and Zounds interrupting the process. Ori able to land a lot of damage because they did group up there. Dynov, get back Dynov, you don't know Jason that way.
Sifu is going to drop, but 4 cap to 0 at one point, 3-1, going back to 3-2. Talon in the top has actually solidified the windmill, but it's not looking good right now for Fancy's mom. They might actually lose this 2-0.
The last time the finals was a best of 3 that win all 3 games. This one, it might only be 2 games. Clueless may win 2-0 here and become
Lissandra.
The 2-time champ. Lissandra in the bottom. They're going to need to keep this drill.
Jayce will get it.
Oh, the interception! Zounds intercepted the Chum the Waters, so it didn't land on Dynov. Kept the point from being interrupted.
Dies to bleed damage. But Baby Pop up top, you got Jarvan coming in, but he's not looking so healthy. Zounds with the Solar Flare does interrupt the cap. Brown Bruiser trying to play those the interference tactics, but Zounds and Carnival should be able to keep this neutral. The problem is it's still a 2-1 cap. The Nexus life is still ticking down.
And up at the top point, the minions were able to push that over to neutral, which was big things for them. Wolferer living for just a second with that Playful Trickster, enabling him to actually kill Darius and helping secure that. That Playful Trickster was worth winning this game.
Can Zounds get the double? He has the Sunfire, he has the Zenith. All he needs is a Q!
No, he's not going to get it. BB's still alive, gets run over by Buddha Rice very anticlimactically, but that was really cool for 2 seconds before that happened.
Problem is, it's still 2-1. The caps are still in favor of Clueless. We're down to 21 life. That's where we're going to stabilize here.
Shadow Assault is down, so he's just clean and pure envision of Brown Bruiser to take him out.
Talon has a revive, thankfully. Lissandra, not so lucky. She just used it, came back down, and Wolf picks up that kill.
Keeping this bottom point neutral has also really been helping them drive this home. This might be a 2-0 victory for Clueless. And Wolfer, you need a doctor. Wolfer, Wolfer.
Did he actually
15
live?
health. 15 health, Wolfer.
Oh, dear.
Surviving through a 5-stack Darius bleed. There's going to be a lot of pressure on the bottom. Is he going to be able to get there in time to keep this from going neutral and keep the game from dragging out any further? Jayce?
That might be it. They might be it if they can get
They got
brutalized
it.
off the point. And they do. Gets the double.
Clueless is going to be your 2-in-a-row, 2-time champions of the LoLPro Dominion Showdown number 2, successfully defending their number 1 spot in this competition.
23-minute match. I
Man.
think the fastest on record, I believe, was reported at 6, but our fastest casted game 16, longest 28. I think our last ones here have averaged over the 20-minute mark. So,
And
real
that's-
slugfest down to the end of it.
That playful trickster down at the bottom, $100 playful trickster down there in that bottom lane. To
$50.
is it 250? Oh wait, no, that's $250 for first.
$250
That's
for
right.
first, I think.
$250 playful trickster.
Oh, I have it here. $500 prize pool. So yeah, it's 250, 150, 100.
There you go.
There you go.
That playful trickster was so good, he just made his team $250.
And if Wolf is actually listening to the cast and watching, yeah, we saw your early game shenanigans. We saw that.
Oh yeah, we got that. We're gonna make a gif of it, Wolfer. Don't worry. We'll make a gif of that thing that won too. There you go.
Wow. There you go. 7 hours later, over 2 days. I think we did 6 hours yesterday, 7 today.
Yep.
4 game sets.
Yeah, and it was a great tournament. Big thank you to LoLPro, Cooler Master, Curse, LoL Nexus, Azel for putting on the show. You guys are all really awesome. Thanks for giving us something to come out and do this weekend. Thanks for giving us something to come out and compete in. It's been really awesome to get a chance to put some Dominion on for people once again. And that's all we have to bring to you guys today. Unfortunately, the tournament is over. If you guys want to see more of these Dominion tournaments from LoLPro, then you guys need to go to LoLPro.com. You need to go to Cooler Master, buy some people some things from Cooler Master for Christmas. Go to LoLPro.com. Use that place for guides when you try to learn new champions. Support the people that support this tournament and give them a reason to come and put it on again for us. I would love to see a LoLPro Dominion Showdown 3, but it'll only happen if you guys help make it happen.
So I guess that will be it. Again, great sponsors, great teams. I had a few celebrities stop by the chat today, and Gnome Saying, got to give her a shout out. She's been in the chat pretty much all weekend, answering questions and getting mad at me and doing some Gnome Saying kind of stuff. She has a charity tournament coming up, guys. So again, you should check that out because charities need our help.
If you guys want to play in some Dominion action that's going on next week, a different organization, Dominate Gaming, runs a Dominion tournament as well. The prize for that is RP, so if you're going to play Dominion anyway, might as well try to win some RP in Dominate Gaming's Dominion tournament next week. The signups for that are over on Mobifire. You can check their tournament section there for more information. But for now, that's all for me. I'm Gandair.
And I'm FourCourtJester. Find me out there, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. Gandair, it's been a pleasure as always to do Dominion with you. Let's hook up on a Dominate Dominion one day.
Yeah, man, that sounds great. But that's all for the show for now, guys. It's been good to work with you, FourCourt. Everybody in the chat, thanks for watching, and I will see y'all later.